Welcome to Swanageddon. Welcome to Swanageddon. I hope you all have your Fallout suits. You got your MRIs. Y'all can the food that military eats. Hope y'all have that. I hope you have some first aid kits. This is Swanageddon. Oh hell, Swanageddon. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Woo! John Swan's had a rough couple weeks. Rough several weeks. Alright, let me say hi to everybody. Nope, you're not late. I literally just cut on the camera, so you're good. What's up, Kelly? True Horror Stories. How you? MRE. Thank you. MRE, not MRI. Why was I saying MRI? MREs. So what's up? True Horror Story. Skip, Madam Scuttlebutt, Kelly, Lorna, Amber Chick, Seraphin. Hey, Seraphin. Natalie. How you doing, Natalie? We got Quixie. Hey, what's up? Kelly's, what's up? Patrick, how you doing? I had to do the dramatic music, man. This is some dramatic shit going on. I couldn't just play my regular music. I had to have some doom and gloom type shit, like we're in an action movie. When I found that music last night, I was like, oh, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the freak out of that movie. Legend Angelo, how you doing, Angelo? Patrick, how you doing, Patrick? Let's see who up there. Tracy, hey Tracy. Jamal, what's going on? Is that just about everybody? Arfie, how you doing? Maria, how you doing? Chelsea, what is up? Uni, just saying hi to everyone. And this situation blew up like overnight. It did. We're talking nuclear blow up. Hence the reason why I called it Swanageddon. Period. It's Swanageddon. It blew up like a nuclear, like we have nuclear fallout going on right now. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. Thank you. I actually felt good about using that music. Sounds good because I don't even know who John Flamingo is. That would be John Swan, not John Flamingo, but you're kind of close. They're both birds, but one actually flies. Well, I don't know. Flamingos kind of fly, but they don't fly like a swan. So. Yeah, the music made me feel like changing from tie-dye into camo. Hell yeah. Okay, look, real quick, how does the mic sound now that I have my little muffler thing on top of it? Because I was listening back, and y'all would hear, like, the little ticks and stuff like that, and it would drive me nuts. So I put the muffle thingy on my microphone. So, trying to improve, you know what I mean? Trying to improve. Uni, you ain't lying. What did Uni say? Just saying hi to everyone in this situation. Oh, yeah. Oh, girl, yes. Did anyone catch Bo Black's video last night? It was very telling. No, I did not, Jamal. I did not. I'm going to tell you what I did catch, though. I caught Augie pissed off as shit. Like, Augie was... all my time of watching Augie, he always comes off disingenuous, but his live yesterday, which he ended up cutting down to a 45-minute, and we're going to watch a certain part of it, you saw genuine emotion and genuine pissed offness with him. Like, this is the first time I swear I feel like I saw the real Augie, and it was crazy. We can hear the lint in your pocket. It's so clear. Dude, I love this microphone. It's just that I don't know, maybe if I turn it down a little bit. I don't know. THS. if it's what I think it is about John using Boblex and his autism to create a more believable story. What? No. Oh, they all should be pissed on John. Okay. So, first of all, I am not... Okay, so John Swan was friends with all these people. I can't blame them for believing him. Because John, out of that whole group, John was the... Without putting anyone down, John was the more, I guess you would say, credible one out of all of them. John was the one that when he spoke up on a situation, some people would actually, like, really listen to him because he was known for deep diving and stuff like that. And the sad thing is in the community he was in, he could have fessed up to it right away and gotten away with it. People would be like, okay, you were trolling. It's not that big of a deal. But I think where the trouble came in is what he was saying and doing when he was under that fake account. No, I didn't know about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jamal, they're all pissed. They are all pissed, and I got some screenshots. I got some screenshots for y'all today. John Swan seemed like he was the down-to-earth one. Yeah, exactly. He did. He absolutely did. He was the one that was, honestly, probably a little bit more credible than the rest. Now we got Tipster out here pissed off that I saw some kind of tweet. Somebody had put it up on Twitter, and this is one of the tweets I didn't catch. But him saying, now people think that my Susie Lou shit is not credible because of John Swan. And like, fuck you, John Swan, or something. I was like, oh, and Tipster's video on it. He's not feeling good about this shit either. He is not. And the thing is I don't want to rejoice. I don't want to rejoice on their upsetness about it because, listen, if it was a friend that's always been credible with me, I would have believed them too. I would have believed them also. Because you never had a reason not to believe them. So I can understand where they're pissed off. Now, my question is, are they pissed off because he lied? Or are they pissed off because they were running defense for him so God blessed hard and they got burned? Is it both? Is it one or the other? Because especially Tipster. The one thing about Tipster is when he runs defense for his friends, he runs it hard. And he was running hard for defense on John Swan. He really was. So maybe now Tipster will learn to stop jumping into everyone else's business. Amber Chick, I can't get mad at you for saying that. Because here's my thing. Your ass is grown, you can stick up for yourself. Now, if it's something that I absolutely know for a fact you did not do, like I know for a fact you did not do it, and I know for a fact the shit they're saying about you is bullshit, you can ask Madam Scuttlebutt. I'll go up on panel and absolutely 100% back you up. But it has to be a situation where I know for a fact you did not do it. I'm not going to just willy-nilly back up everybody. I have to know for a fact. There can't be any holes in the story. Any holes in the story. If there's one hole in the story, I'm like, that's a you-them problem. That's a you-them problem. But if I can back you up 100%, I'm going to back you up 100%. Period, point blank, period. Oh, they pissed because they lost credibility, but I think it's both. You know, Jamal, honestly, I actually agree with you. I think it's a bit of both also. Dang, what's up, Dang? Is this about the John Swan posing as dream allegations, or did something else happen? Girl, there's been a shitload of happening in John Swan. Okay, so first, well, if you go if you go chronologically, first, John Swan acted as Dream. And then that recently popped back up because Dream had said something on a Reddit post. Then we have the shit from a few months ago with Pie Man, in which John Swan had to recently, because the poor kid had to make a fucking video to get a I'm sorry, and the I'm sorry wasn't even publicly, but publicly John Swan told him, and I'm kind of halfway quoting, but I do remember keywords. The key words and what he told Pie Man was, "This will haunt you forever, and you should leave the internet." Well, now, John Swan, I propose a question. How can I believe your fancy videos now when you're calling somebody else out for lying? Because you held this lie for a year. And the funny thing is, your ass would have got away with it if, one, you didn't have anybody with you doing it, and two, if you hadn't have told Tro the right opinion about it, because Tro told somebody else, allegedly. Tro told somebody else and they got pissed. Apparently they got pissed about it, or they were something, and they exposed it. And you, dude, you did a 40-minute voice note. And I don't even know how long the freaking Google Doc, how many pages it was. And it was all a lie. Innocent until proven guilty. That's how it started. When you were guilty the whole entire fucking time. On top of, this kid just made a fucking video just to get a I'm sorry from you. And this was a kid who looked up to you. You can tell by the kid's editing. You can tell by the kid's freaking thumbnail. He looked up to you. And you said that hurtful shit to him. And he looked up to you. And he had to make a whole ass video to get 2 fucking words from you. 2. 2 words from you. I'm sorry. And the sad thing is, the shit you said to him publicly, you told us you apologized to him publicly, but you told us publicly that you apologized to him, but never did that apology publicly. That's very telling. And I thought your ass was shiesty for that. And then now come to find out what would y'all say? It was 12, 13 pages? And that whole, and a 40-minute voice note, because just in case somebody didn't read it, they just want to listen to it. And your ass was lying the whole entire time. And come to find out, when Dream did his live stream, in front of 300,000 people, he had already known the truth. And you let your friends or acquaintances, depending on who you're talking to, you let your friends publicly run defense for you. You let your friends publicly run defense for you after Dream did his live on Twitch in front of 300,000 people, and he had already known the truth because y'all had talked earlier. And you confessed to him. And even after that, you let your friends run in like they were playing WoW and they were the fucking tanks. You let them tank this situation for you when you know that boss was a fucking lie. Sir, this is going to haunt you for the rest of your time on YouTube. Because guess how many videos have been made about you lying? Cindy says, but notice how his apology to his fans and friends was more remorseful than when he gaslit a minor into believing he was an indecent person. No, I agree. I bet Kavos is glad he didn't jump in it. I know John Swan was making a bit for a video he was going to do about the whole thing. Kavos did jump into it. Kavos did a interview with Dream, and it was a really good interview. Kavos did awesome with that interview. Again, I like Kavos' content. I do. But Kavos did jump into it. He didn't jump into it like Tipster and Augie and Diorio and the rest of them. But Kavos jumped into it. Angelo, I miss Tro and Primic being cute with each other on Twitter. That was so It was. I miss Primic. Every now and then when I don't feel like watching anything else, I'll just listen to Primic all day at work. Because he's so damn cute. Primic's so damn cute. When he giggles, it just warms my heart when to hear Primic giggle. Cindy, I think they will and want to return when the time is right. Yeah, Primic's been giving hints that he's coming back. Mr. 10, why is every YouTuber streamer writing a Google Docs instead of videos if they are on some shit? Okay, now, from what Augie said, because again, I watched the live, apparently John Swan is telling the truth, and he's traveling around and he couldn't make a video. So that's why he had to do that. Apparently. So, I mean, if he can't make a video, he can't make a video. My point is, 40 fucking minutes and it all was a lie. And on top of that, on top of the fucking lie, you said it was a 12-year-old autistic kid. On top of the lie, your lie was it was a 12-year-old autistic kid. What in the entire hell is that? What is that? You said it was a 12-year-old autistic kid. Dude. Amber Chick, oh snap, I didn't see that one. Glad to never jumped over in the deep, and at least I like Kavos too. Yeah, so do I. Maria, I love Primic. Yeah, I do too. Kavos jumped in, but he was highly skeptical of John Swan, it seems. Yeah, Kavos was more like, let me interview Dream. I didn't agree with some of what Dream said. And granted, some of the things that Dream said, he even explained in that video, it was kind of a joke. He goes, because you didn't notice the music I had going on. I'm in a detective Minecraft suit. But he knew. He knew for that, it was like a 56, 57 minute live. He already knew John Swan was guilty. He already fucking knew it. Oh my God. Patrick plays. Red flags everywhere. Yep. Angelo, and that made Bo Black's mad, and he's actually on the spectrum. And you know what? Bo Black should be mad about that. Because yes, Bo Black's is on the spectrum. Yes, it should. It should make him mad. I mean, there should be other things that should make Bo Blacks mad. When people are saying stupid shit like Spurg and making jokes about him being autistic. But hey, if that's what gets Bo Blacks mad about something, yeah, I understand. I'm going to have to watch the restream later, but love you, Ziley. Okay, King Quinn. Swan's lie was this kid was so amazed by the internet he was logging on to show him stuff, and the same kid was moments later making alts on Twitter and Discord. Yeah, it was something crazy. It was something crazy. All right, let's look at screenshots first. And I'm sorry, I know we don't stand. I understand we don't stand, we don't stand Keenstar in this house. I'm sorry. Keemstar had me laughing my ass off about this whole thing. I'm sorry. Keemstar had me laughing my ass off about this whole thing. You know I got them tweets bookmarked. Holy shit. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Oh. Alright, so yes, it gets its own folder, Swanageddon. And we're going to go through these one by one. If it decides it wants to show up. Oh, there we go. All right, so apparently this was the first set of tweets. Now, you notice it's whited because, I'm blocked, so I had to go undercover. All right, so here we have Nicholas Diorio, same. Hey, what's up, Just Brit? Grim Hades, manager here. I have consulted with John, and he is taking time to reflect on life choices and playing in the grass. Okay, awesome. Can I have a manager? I want a manager. How do I get a manager? How do we do that? We need to get Xylee a manager because I can be reckless sometimes. So I might need to get me one of these managers. I'm just saying. I am just saying. What's up, Jersey? All right, so here is Nicholas Diorio, kind of pissed off. John Swan lied about Dream, a thread. I've been shown proof tonight that has made me come to the conclusion that John Swan has been lying to me pretty flagrantly for the last few weeks. I've been sitting here for like half an hour trying to figure out how to word this tweet correctly, but here we go. I don't want to publicly flog John for lying in an 8-page document about a Minecraft sex mod drama. However, he sat by idle while me and Willie SFTP were fighting over this stupid shit. He not only lied publicly, but he lied to me, Augie, Bowblacks, and Tipster for what it felt like weeks. I wasn't going to run to Twitter, but he told me an autistic 12-year-old hacked his Discord and sent the N-word / let me make an ass of myself. The morally right thing to do is to make people aware of this as quickly as I shared my opinions when I thought the dog ate his Discord account. Okay. So here's Tipster. I got to give it to Willie Mack and Keemstar. You guys were fucking right. Willie Mack says, "Love you, Tippy. Hope you're doing okay with everything other than this internet BS." And he goes, "I'll survive." Here is Tipster. Let's blow this up a little bit. All right. Here's Tipster saying, he's retweeting Nicholas Diorio. Nicholas Diorio says, "I have privated my video on Dream Was Taken as I personally don't currently believe a single word of what I believed at the time of making it. I just want to make a public apology to Dream for getting this one wrong. I try to do my best when I make content, and I fucked this one." And Tipster's like, "Don't feel so bad. We were all blinded by his lies. We all fuck up, dude. And I, too, sincerely apologize to Dream Was Taken for that." And they should. And again, I don't hold it against them for believing their friend. I can't hold that against them. I've been lied to. I have a whole 2-hour damn live where I was lied to. So I get it. I don't hold it against them for believing John Swan. I don't. And here is everyone's king and savior, Mr. Augie. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying real quick. Got Xylee on surround sound. Oh, Lord, madam. Nah, Keemstar blocked all those boys around New Year's except Bo Black. Yeah, I know. Seraphim, we all need to go outside and touch some grass. I don't like going outside. I think the graphics suck and the NPCs are horrible. Just saying. I don't like going outside. I've been lied to. Hell, I was a mod for KJ for 6 months. Oh. Patrick Plays. We were all blinded by his lies. Lies. Does that include the Susie Lou stuff? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Okay. THS. Please do not use the word spurg in here. That's one of those words that, yeah, I would appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. All right. Now, here's Augie, the Lord and Savior of the commentary community. The next Keemstar. Hi. I wasn't expecting to temporarily return to Twitter this soon, and I don't plan to stay for long, but I have just been presented direct evidence of John Swan basically admitting to lying to us about the dream situation. There was no 12-year-old. I'm so fucking mad. A correction stream and video segment will be issued and an apology to Dream was taken. I left Twitter mostly due to my recent incredible disgust of the commentary community. Boy, did I pick a good fucking time to leave. Okay, so you have a disgust for the commentary community. Now, let's discuss that for a second. You have a disgust for the commentary community. Augie. Y'all have created that commentary community. You have bred that commentary community. Y'all have, and particularly you, I would say you're the worst one. You have made it to look that it's okay to say certain things. It's, everything is in context, especially with like the N-word. You have made it okay to seem very racist, especially towards indigenous peoples. The misogyny runs fucking rampant. And you have made it seem like it's all okay. But you have an incredible disgust of the commentary community. You bred it that way. You made it like it's okay. You and your cronies have made it to where it's okay to be that way. It's okay to say certain things. It's okay. Freedom of speech, right? Freedom of speech! You're part of the problem. But I get where you were upset. Because you and John Swan might not have been best friends, but you were friendly, and he was a person that you could trust. I get that part. I was just going to say, I thought he was part of the commentary community. He's the Lord and Savior of the commentary community. What are you talking about? Augie is the Lord and Savior of the commentary community. I don't even know Dream, #boomer, but John Swan trolled pretending to be him or his BFF and sent racial slurs and sex messages to Dream's fan. Oh, and by the way, I have a conspiracy theory about the whole racial slurs thing, if you just give me a moment. Angelo, for Augie to be the next Keemstar, his balls need to drop first. Angelo, I'm pretty sure his balls have dropped by now. That boy cannot even handle me handling his ass while I take a... Okay, Angelo. Yeah, I know you did. I know you used to like him, Pluto. Jersey. Then he lied and said a 12-year-old autistic kid did it. Exactly! When playback is ready, I'm saving a clip of this moment. Okay, that's fine. You good. Clip me. I've been clipped before. Wow, I didn't know that. That's horrible. Thanks for the TLDR. He lied. Yeah, it was a 12. Yeah, just Brit. It was a 12-year-old It was a 12-year-old autistic kid that took John Swan's account because he had logged in on a device of theirs at their house. The family was visiting or something, and he forgot to log out. And the 12-year-old autistic kid got in it, and then started going crazy. Just started going crazy. He blamed it on a 12-year-old autistic kid. Oh, absolutely. Just for all his friends, Augie, Tipster, Boy Black, stuck up for John Swan and believed the 12-year-old's story. Finally, John Swan got busted and admitted it was him. Yes. I don't think that's what he's disgusted about, but I can see why that is why you think it'd be that. Oh, I think, well, after listening to Augie's live, I think what pisses Augie off the most is the credibility. I think that's what pisses Augie off the most, because he did mention this may affect my business. His business is YouTube. It absolutely is. I'm not taking that away from him. Because he's got the members. He gets super chats. That's a business. You're making money off of that. So I 100% get that. And I think that's what pisses Augie off the most. With him, I think it's the credibility pisses him off the most. I didn't hear it was his cousin, Pluto. What's up, Sue? Yo at Petty Page. This was such a mess. Shake my head. How long have you been live? Oh, I haven't been live long at all. I just went through the first screenshots with Nicholas Diorio, went through Tipster, now I'm going through Augie's, the Lord and Savior of the commentary community. Your favorite person, Petty Page, by the way. Your favorite person in the whole world, Petty Page. No, I just started. But yeah. Alright, so let's look at this one. So Augie says, this is completely... Okay, so we have the Dream... What Dream said, which I'll go through that. Oh my God, I hope I remembered to click it. This is completely fair. If you're a channel that covered this, your next 50 videos better be nuclear, myself included. I'm burning every fucking bridge I've made, full anarchist mode enabled. Well, here's the thing, Augie. And this is, I don't know if you want to make that point. Because... I honestly believe your channel wasn't just built on just you. You have Bo Blacks there. You sometimes will get Tipster up there, Mutahar up there. You know, the whole crew will come up there every now and then. So, I don't know if you want to do that. So now Augie pops up. Oh, damn. Okay, not that, huh? All right, here we go. And this one makes such a good point. How the fuck do you tweet this shit, knowing that you lied and weaponized all your friends? The dumbest lie ever told. That's now snowballed into a complete backstab. Unbelievable. And it's John Swan saying, just a reminder that I'm uncancelable. Good night, everyone. You've had a rough few weeks, John Swan. I don't know if you could say that anymore. So someone said... So in your member video yesterday, you went super black-pilled about the community that was related to the John stuff or nah. And he went, no, I just had a bad fucking feeling about this community for so long. Again, Augie, it is a community that you have created. You created this. You are the Lord and Savior of the commentary community. You, sir. You're the one that will sit there and put a slave ship and say cat room. You're the one doing a copy pasta of fucking Leafy saying the N-word. You're the one that wants to put out tweets, along with Diorio, talking about indigenous peoples. You're the one that's so goddamn misogynistic and slut-shaming, calling someone a fat whore or an OnlyFans slut. You, sir, are part of the problem of the commentary community. Period. You, sir, are the problem. Or you're one of the problems. Because you make it seem like it's okay to do all that shit. And then when you come on this side of Twitter and you try that shit, you get ran off. Every fucking time. But you want to blame the commentary community? You're the Lord and Savior of the commentary community. Maybe you should sit back and think about what you do Because a lot of those smaller commentators, they look up to you. They look up to what you say. They look up to how you act. They'll go under somebody. When they see you attacking a black woman, they will go under. They will go under that post and call her the N-word. Do I got to pull my receipts off for that? Because every single one of them followed you. You cultivate that fucking mess. Look, I understand you being mad. I understand you being mad at John Swan, but I'd be damned. I'd be damned to high heaven if I am going to let you and not say anything, that I'm going to let you get away with, I can't stand the commentary community. You cultivated it. And you continue to cultivate it. Period. Period, point blank, period. Whew. All right, and that's the tweet that he retweeted. Just a reminder that I am uncancelable. Good night, everyone. It's showing his graph going up. Now, here is Nicholas DiOrio. Pissed off still. Keemstar joins Tommy's stream saying that we claimed we had our doubts and didn't articulate this to our audiences. This is a blatant lie. I repeatedly stated I fully believe John's story based on circumstantial evidence. I publicly apologized for getting it wrong fully. And he did. The only doubts I had from this situation, I shared directly to my audience when I did a 3-hour live stream where I gave a fairly level take reacting to the good and the bad from Dream's stream. Most of these were cleared up to me when the Cobra messages came out, which I have the Cobra messages. The moment I had a reason to believe John was dishonest, I got to the bottom of it and buried him publicly, doing what I have been unable to do. Prove it. To act like I had secret doubts I never articulated would be insanely dishonest. I got it wrong and I own that. I have to give it to Nick. He does own it. He owns it that he got it wrong. He does. He owns it that he got it wrong. I have to give it to him. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Then we're going to read what Dream says next. Hey, what's up, Dion? All true. I've watched all the live streams and videos associated with the situation. Yes, THS. Yes, absolutely. I watched that live stream of Nicholas DiOrio too. The one thing I will say about Nicholas DiOrio, when it comes to anything, anybody's claims, the one thing I'll give him is he'll look at both sides of everything. Okay? He will. And, you know, I get it. How you doing, Nancy? I thought he was 15. You thought who was 15? Hi, Petty Page just subscribed to your channel. Oh, thank you for the... Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My 20-year-old is so much more mature than him. Mine doesn't live at home. Stream from a closet for one. LOL, but also works 2 jobs. Well, I'm going to tell you, Augie's not making bad money from YouTube right now. He's not making bad money. And I mean, he's 19 and he's going to college. I can't get on him for living at home. He's 19 and going to college. That's one thing that I can't give that dig to him. I can't. Now, if he was 30 years old living at home and streaming from a closet, that would be something different. But he's 19 and going to college. That's one dig I can't get on him. What I can dig on him, though, is how he cultivates the commentary community, and now all of a sudden he hates it. He hates what he cultivates. Oh, I just rhymed. He hates what he cultivates. Hashtag he hates what he cultivates. It's happening when I get off stream tonight. Swan is also 19. Well, when I was 19 and I was trolling people at 19, which I was trolling people at 19 now. I mean, you know, I wouldn't have a problem saying about, and that's what I don't understand. In the community John Swan is in, If he would have just told people, people would have been like, ha, 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 that was funny. Oh, dude. Desperate. I'll give him that, though. I didn't know. Yeah, he does. He goes to college. So, all right. So this is what Dream said. Dream says, I'm going to tell you what. Damn, Dream. When I found out that he actually knew before he did that live, fucking phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. All right, Dream. It comes to my attention that John Swan has confessed to his friends about lying about me after being confronted with new evidence, and has deleted his response after my stream. I knew about this new evidence about a week ago, and I offered in private for him to confess to me and apologize and delete his tweets. I wouldn't criticize him publicly for it, without telling him about the evidence, and he still denied it and fully continued to tweet the lives. That right there tells you Dream knew it before he went public. Like public, like on his Twitch with 300,000 subscribers. Oh, love it. I'm glad this has come to an end, but severely disappointed in John Swan for continuing to lie about me. Despite me giving him multiple opportunities to tell the truth, I would like an apology to me and my community from John Swan, but I'll probably not get one. I am also very disappointed in all the commentary channels that made the narrative I slandered a small creator. I hope they all put equal effort into making sure people know that I didn't, as they did into that. Okay, let's talk about the small creator thing too. Real quick. I got a little sidebar about that. I understand Dream has 18 million. Y'all were real quick to pull that small commentary channel line on Dream. Oh, why are you picking on me? He's such a smaller channel. Why are you picking on me? But several of y'all made videos about smaller commentary channels in y'all's videos about people who are smaller than you. Funny how that worked out, huh? A couple of y'all made videos talking shit on smaller commentary channels than you. And now you're eating crow to Dream as smaller channels to Dream. After y'all told Dream you shouldn't be picking on John Swan because he's a smaller channel. But you know what? The smaller commentary channels are shit. Funny how that worked. Huh. Funny how that worked because I watch them too. Because you don't understand, people, I watch everybody. I absolutely watch everybody. Period, point blank, period. Just saying. Aw, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Advent, I got trolled by a grandma at work today. She said there was something in her potatoes. It was a potato skin. Okay, that's cool, Advent. THS, and with what Augie and Nick have said, Dream also didn't share the proof because the person who was involved didn't want to be pulled in. Exactly, THS. Angelo, there's trolling which can be classified as friendly banter, and then there's whatever these people do. Amen. Amen. It's like how y'all get on me about not liking mint chocolate chip. You know, I should be crying at y'all about that. Don't pick on me. I'm a small creator. Y'all have more Twitter followers than me, please. That's what you know what? Matter of fact, fuck it. I'm going to start doing that. Oh, he said this too. I'm sorry. That's it though. I don't plan on talking about it anymore. And remember, don't attack anyone on my behalf. Thank you guys for the support as always. Heart and Detective Dream on top. Notice how he said, let's take a look at what he said here. He says, and remember, don't attack anyone on my behalf. I don't hear that much coming from that other side. Because I've been part of the dog pile Like them coming over and dogpiling. I was there. Hell. I was there when me and Augie were fighting about 2 days before the whole Deaf Noodle shit went down. That's when he called Petty Page an OnlyFans slut. At least she gets it in. Just saying. Throwing it out there. Okay, so this is Lieutenant Cobra. He was part of the ruse with John Swan. Due to the fact that John's had just come out about the dream situation, it's probably about time I stated why I defended John despite knowing what actually happened. Harley TBS is a pretty cringe kid and was messaging John about dreams, so I thought it would be funny if John pretended he was good friends with Dream and sent Harley Dream's Discord account, in which it was me on the account. This was simply to troll Harley for shits and giggles. It was quite a while ago, but I remember John telling Dream it wasn't him or something. Personally, and I think I told John this, I would have just told Dream the truth because it was a nothing burger. And he's right. But I think John just sort of panicked because he's quite uptight in situations like this. Well, then maybe he shouldn't have put his fucking ass in his situation like this. Just saying. And of course, because of this, I never came out to tell the truth because I'm not going to backstab a good friend over something so insignificant. I'm sorry if you're disappointed in me not telling everyone the truth or what. I'm just hoping you can understand morally why I never came forward. Okay, now back to funny tweets. It was a big nothing burger. It was an absolute big nothing burger. This was over a bullshit toll. Oh, and by the way, how come Harley can't get an apology? Because Harley went on Augie's and he was listening to them, and then he changed his mind after having another conversation with Dream. Did y'all stop to think that when he had that other conversation with Dream, because it was after his stream of 300,000 people on Twitch, he had the proof, but he didn't tell them he had the proof. Do you think maybe he showed Harley the proof, and that's why Harley changed his mind? Because he had the proof? Where's that kid's apology? I understand the kid might be, everybody's kind of annoyed by the kid. But now all of a sudden he's a fucking clout chaser because he's changed his mind. Did y'all think that maybe Dream showed him the proof that he had? Why can't Harley get an apology as well? Because y'all were so on it. Calling Harley a clout chaser because he changed his mind. Did you stop to think that Dream showed him the truth that he had? Did you stop to think that? Why can't that kid get an apology too? Why can't he? Because he changed his mind after having a conversation with Dream that was after his live stream. Dream already had his proof before the live stream. So do you think maybe that's why the clout chaser changed his mind? Because he got showed the proof that it was John Swan? Do you think maybe that was it? 1 + 1 = 2, motherfuckers. That kid deserves an apology too. Yeah, you may not like him. Yeah, you might think he's creepy or that he's a little shit or something like that. But he deserves an apology because he changed his mind, because he was shown the fucking truth. The fuck out of here. They're trying to say he's uptight about saying the N-word. Well, you know what? Again, I'm going to tell y'all my conspiracy theory towards the end, because we had a conversation kind of about this on Thursday with what Deaf Noodle said. Let's just finish this part and I'll get into my conspiracy theory. Uptight in situations like what? In situation where he's lying about something? Exactly, Skip. Malia, I'm late for an important date. That's gangster. Having proof someone's lying to your face and to the world, but letting them dig their own hole deeper and deeper. I'm here for it. And that, my Skip, that right there is going to be pinned, because that's exactly what Dream did, ladies and gentlemen. That's gangster. Having proof someone's lying to your face and to the world, but letting them dig their own hole deeper and deeper. I'm here for it. I'm always here for some bullshit like that. I am the train station that will sit here and thoroughly enjoy some shit like that. I'm just letting y'all know. To be a fly on the wall when they all had that group meeting. Oh, I heard that group meeting wasn't nice. But at least I don't like... Okay. All right, Just Breathe. Y'all are talking about something totally different. Let's stay on subject, y'all. Let's stay on subject. Never let them know they're lying right off, because then they watch themselves when they know you know. Exactly. You never show all the cards in your hand. Period. Okay, so let's get to the apology from John Swan. Hello, everyone. As a commentary, my credibility is important to me. Well, it's shot now. Unfortunately, I have let you all down. There is no excuse for what I did, and I take full responsibility. I wish I could have made a video, but I'm currently traveling and not in the position to do so. And Augie said that he talked to people, and yes, he's actually traveling. I was hold on a second. Pumpkin, come here. Come here. Come here. You obviously want some damn attention. Come here. All right, let's read this apology together. All right. Well, stop scratching, and I won't pick you up. Girl. All right. I was messing around on Discord about a year back with a friend of mine. I had 6K subs, and I thought nothing of it. This somehow got back to Dream, and I didn't expect it to. I panicked. I told a lie, and I thought it would never get brought up again. I was wrong. Dream's Reddit post came out, and I was completely in shock. I panicked again, and I made my thread, digging myself into a deeper hole. I thought it would look really bad if people thought I was impersonating a YouTuber, even though it was so small and inconsequential at the time. But I understand now that lying about something on as big of a scale, and this is indefensible. Time after time, I messed up. I should have just said it was me all along, but I didn't. I dug myself deeper and deeper, and I got caught up with everything. I lied about a massive creator, and I'm sorry. There is no excuse. There is no need to defend me. I was brutally wrong, and I'm sorry for lying to you all. There is no need to defend me. Dude, these people they were running tank for you. They were literally running tank for you against a boss, and the boss was Dream. 18 million sub YouTuber. They ran tank. They ran defense for you. Yeah, stop defending me now, guys, because I lied to you all. I'm especially sorry to Dream for everything I did. Lying at the expense of someone else's credibility is one of the worst things a creator can do. Once again, there's no excuse. I understand if this makes you lose respect for me. In fact, I would be shocked if it didn't. I messed up on such a large scale that I don't know if I'm capable of anyone's forgiveness, but I will try my best to earn my respect back. I have let you all down. I am ashamed and disappointed in myself, and I am sorry. I will be taking off time from all social media to process everything. I will return at some point, but I don't know when. In the meantime, stay safe and healthy. I also want to apologize to the people that stuck their neck out to defend me. People like Nick, Augie, Boblax, Tipster, Optimus, and others. I lied directly to their faces and put everyone's credibility in danger. I didn't consider how this might have affected them, but I should have. Once again, there is no excuse for what I did. And there's the apology. Skip, small and inconsequential. That's a little cognitive nudge so that whoever reads it will internalize that assessment. There you go. And the sad thing is, if he would have fessed up to it right when it happened, none of this shit would have happened. Because Dream might have been a little pissed or whatever, but it was a troll. It was a simple troll. Jamal, we're talking about 70s Pittsburgh Steelers curtain defense at that, right? Dang was like, I thought he was uncancelable. Apparently he thought he was uncancelable until he cancels his own damn self. I mean, let's be for real here. He canceled himself. I would have had more respect. I would have had more respect for John Swan. I mean, and the respect is kind of loose anyway because of who he hangs out with, but I would have more respect for John Swan. At the time that Dream did that Reddit post, that response to a Reddit post, if he would have just came out and say, all right, guys, look, about a year ago, I was being a dick, and me and a friend of mine, we did some stupid shit. I'm sorry. Dream is right. It did happen. I'm sorry. I would have had more respect, but this shit caused a tornado in the community because he lied. He went so deep with the lie. It was a 12-year-old autistic kid. I mean, it was bad enough that it was a 12-year-old, but you just had to throw in the autistic, didn't you? You just had to you just had to throw in that autism in there, didn't you? Just had to do it. Had to do it. Dream was going to let it all go if he would have just admitted it. Exactly, Grim. That's the stupid shit. Dream would have just let it go. And all he did, at the time John Swan was defending himself, that God bless it Reddit post only had 20 upticks. It has like 96 now. Actually, I think it's more than that now. But it only had 20 upticks. Dude, you could have just came out and just said you did something stupid. You did something stupid. You were trolling. But maybe it's because what the troll was. Is that why you didn't come out? Because the N-word was used in some kind of sex Minecraft mod or something like that? Now, let me take y'all back for a second. Let's talk about Deaf Noodles just for 2 seconds, and we're going to go back to this story. You know how Deaf Noodles gets all this intel from a bunch of people? Etc., etc., etc. You know how there's truth in comedy, right? Now, John Swan tells Tro, who tells other people, and they leaked it out. What if the reason why Deaf Noodles was calling John Swan because he heard that he did the N-word? And that's why he said alt-right. And the truth in the comedy is that he did the N-word. Did we think about that one? Did we think about that one? Because Deaf Noodles, he reaches far in all communities on YouTube and TikTok and IG. What if a person told a person told a person told Deaf Noodles? And that's why Deaf Noodles said alt-right, because it was a joke on the fact that John Swan said the N-word. Maybe that's why he did it. Maybe that was a little dig towards John Swan saying, I know what you did. I know what you did. Just saying. It's a conspiracy theory. I'm not saying that's actually what happened. I am nowhere near close to that person at all. But maybe, just maybe, that might be the reason why he said all right, because he knew the truth. I don't know. But remember, John Swan told Tro, who told other people back then. You can't tell me that nobody, because people go to Deaf Noodles and tell him shit all the time. People are in his inbox all the time. Maybe that might be the reason why he did it. Maybe so. Again, THS, this is honestly a conspiracy theory. My real theory on it was from Thursday's live, though. All right. 1 second. Let me pull my stuff up. TCS, I can't see Tipster. Oh, by the way, I can't see Tipster because during my Thursday live, he blocked me because he didn't like what I had to say. So I understand that you sent me that, but I can't see it anymore. Tipster blocked me. So I don't know what he's saying at this moment. All right, let me go here and close this out because nobody needs to see my business. All right. So we're going to see, and I should have already had this plugged in, and I apologize. You're going to hear a ding. Maybe. All right, so here we're going to hear what Keemstar had to say about it. Let me make sure y'all see that. Stop sending me messages because I can't look at it right now. All right.
This is breaking news. Dream 1,000% innocent, and it's looking like John Swan is guilty to the point where he might be confessing. Let me tell you, because I only got 2 minutes, so I'll go as fast as I possibly can. A year ago, John Swan was on his Discord spamming Dream fans a lot of inappropriate stuff. He, at one point, even said the N-word, right? And there was also a fake Dream account that was also doing this stuff with the John Swan account. Now, when Dream accused John Swan of doing this, John Swan said, I left my Discord logged in at a friend's house, and they were on it, and they were doing it, or whatever. So there was this big debate. Dream makes a Reddit post a year later, which was just a couple weeks ago. John Swan sees it, puts out a Twitter thread saying, Dream is trying to ruin my credibility. But then Dream does a stream and starts showing a lot of evidence where it looks like John Swan is lying, and John Swan was the real person on the account saying the N-word and trolling the Dream fans. So then, I set up a debate between Dream and John Swan. John Swan backed out last minute, said he needed time to prepare. And then a couple days ago, and no one even reported this because who would really care, John Swan, a commentator, instead of making a video defending himself, he comes out with a Google Docs, okay?
Yep.
Strange for a commentator to be making a Google Docs instead of a video defending themselves.
Yeah.
That was a little odd. And now John Swan's good friend, Nicholas DiOrio, is posting out tweets saying, you know what? We have 100% proof now that John Swan is guilty. This is what I heard, that John Swan told Tro, which is another commentator, the truth of what happened, when it happened, and then Tro was telling other people, and somehow it got leaked.
All right, Pluto. Pluto, do me a favor. We're not bringing that drama in this chat, okay? Don't bring that drama into this chat. We don't do that here, okay? I would really appreciate it. Please, ma'am. Arvy says, what's these people's obsession with saying the N-word? Like, y'all want the word but don't want the history. Amen. A freaking men. You're absolutely right. All right, Plutonium, let's stop, please. A couple of things make it not hard to believe that all of them are right-wing nuts. Augie was crying when Rush Limbaugh died. I mean, yeah. DP crying over Rush. Ugh. Oh God, Jay asked the same question as Keemstar. Okay, that's awesome, Pluto. Let's just not... I don't want to go into your situation. That is some drama I don't want anything to do with. Yeah, Rush was his hero. All right, let's continue this.
And now I'm hearing that John Swan is on a Discord right now confessing to the truth. And all John Swan's friends are exposing him. Damn. I hate to say it, but Keemstar right again? When are you motherfuckers gonna learn, bro? I'm always right. I can't believe it. Yo, the whole commentary community was coming at my throat. John Swan's innocent. John Swan. Bro, this is hilarious. Dude, I'll have a full update once this really goes public tomorrow on Drama Alert. This is breaking.
Oh, wait. So then, okay, cool. Skip. Keem may be a blowhard, but when he's right, he's damn right. Yeah. Cindy, I definitely feel like more people knew than we think. Come to think of it, I feel like there's a reason Primick tweeted, "We stand Dream." Might be because Primick is close to Tro. Tro and Primick are good friends. So Primick knew. I guarantee if Tro went around telling people, I guarantee you one of those people was Primick. I guarantee you one of those people were Primick. And that's probably why Primick tweeted out, "We stand Dream," because he knew John Swan was lying. Pluto, by the way, there's a 30-second lag. So I think it's fine if I disparage people weeping over RGP. Not in this chat. Behemoth. Not here. But actually, I know quite a lot of people who didn't like RGB, to be honest. And I'm friends with people who don't like RGB. I mean, when she died, some of my friends were like, okay. And I understood their reason and why. All right, so let's listen to this one.
John Swan, this is not going to work, all right? You making this post saying, you know what, guys, I'm sorry I let you all down and I lied to everybody. You know, I kept digging myself in a deeper hole and, you know, I'm taking accountability now. The title of this is Taking Accountability. No, motherfucker. The only reason why you are even admitting that you're lying now is because you were cornered. There was evidence. There was proof. Tro, who knew this whole time, who said nothing, right, was telling other people the truth, and then they exposed those conversations with Tro, and then you got fucking cornered with proof to the point that forced you to tell the truth. This isn't taking accountability. And here's another thing. You're a fucking commentator, all right? And hey, look, I do news. Other commentators, you know, cover news and stuff, criticizing other YouTubers. You're going to make mistakes. You got to own those mistakes. Mistakes happen, right? This isn't a mistake. This is a deliberate fucking lie that you made about Dream. Dream is trying to ruin my career. This is a fucking lie. As commentators, you hold different YouTubers' careers, you know, in your fucking hands. You gotta have some fucking respect for that. And again, mistakes happen, but this was not a mistake. This wasn't a oopsie. This was a deliberate fucking lie. No mercy. No fucking career anymore. You should be canceled indefinitely. You know, how the fuck are you gonna criticize any other fucking YouTuber on this fucking platform for anything they fucking do when you're doing this shit? And the other commentators out there, dude, you better be hard on this dude. Because if you're not, then the entire commentary community is a fucking fraud. And they can't be trusted.
He's not wrong.
You criticize other YouTubers. You'll criticize Dream. You'll criticize James Charles, fucking the Paul brothers, whatever. But if you don't do it to yourself, nobody should fucking trust you or watch you ever again.
And basically what Keemstar just said then, he's basically saying the same shit that John Swan said to Pie Man. Basically. Yeah, okay. So let's stay on subject where I grew up with Rush Limbaugh too, unfortunately. But let's stay on subject with this, please. I'm super late and can't stay, but I wanted to come by. I'll have to watch the replay because I need a timeline on this stuff. Okay? I'm sure a lot of his friends didn't believe that, but defended him to not look stupid hanging out with him. Possibility, Mr. 10. I don't know. The obligatory comeback video of Swan is going to be interesting, all this. Yeah, it is. Patrick says, I don't like Keem, but he's right. He is right. He's very right. And that's what sucks. When Keem is right, he is right. I mean... Yeah, I can't believe I'm green with Keem, Dragon Slayer. I didn't hear of this story before, but believing the story about the autistic hacker is ridiculous. Yeah, it is. It's very ridiculous. All right. So this one absolutely cracked me up. I spit out my drink when he did this one.
Dear Twitter, John Swan here. And I just want you to know that I am taking accountability, all right? Basically, what happened is I started telling this little lie, and then it started snowballing into a bigger lie, and I lied to all my friends. I slandered another YouTuber, Dream. Sorry, Dream. Sorry for that. My bad. You know, I hope one day that I can be forgiven, but I am definitely taking accountability for my actions. I can't make a video for a while.
He wasn't wrong. Yeah, and when he is wrong, he's very wrong. I mean, someone used my account as the most pathetic excuse. It is. It really, really is. That is not a lie at all. All right, so we have Keem here tweeting out, this coward John Swan, after admitting he lied to everyone and slandered Dream, deletes his Twitter. How are you running away and not facing the music? You're a commentator. This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. And you see here, John Swan's gone. He's out. Someone here put, scary thought. John Swan was willing to go to such lengths to hide the fact that he lied about a trivial matter. What lengths would he had to go for a much bigger matter? That's very true. This person said, John Swan literally sat by and watched his friends stick out their necks for him. Watched as his friend Cordwit, which I believe I found out that Cordwit is off of Twitter now too. Seems like a super nice guy, Corbett. Received death threats and made a 13-page doc defending himself only for it to mean jack shit. All this to pin his shit on an autistic 12-year-old. Fuck this bullshit man. Absolutely. Dion, broken clock is right twice a day. Yes, ma'am, it is. Off topic, I know, but I just saw the thumbnail for this live. Is some top-notch work. Thank you. I'm actually very proud of this thumbnail that I made. I'm very proud of the thumbnail. That's why I was like plastered all over Twitter. I was proud of making that thumbnail. I'm actually surprised that he deleted his Twitter, but I guess your name friending for this can do that to you, yeah? I feel most bad for Bo Blacks because he was used because he is autistic and has knowledge of that John used to create a 12-year-old that didn't exist. I mean, I feel for Bo Blacks on this. I do. But Bo Blacks also makes it okay to do autistic jokes. And Bo Black makes it okay when people say the word spurg, which comes from Asperger's, and when they have a moment in Asperger's. They're spurging out. So whereas I feel sorry for Bo Blacks at one point, but he allows them to be ableist too right in front of him. On live, in front of people. So I feel for Bo Blacks, especially since I was his friend. I believe him and John Swan were friends. At the same coin, Bo Blacks is okay with everybody being ableist around him and saying ableist shit. So, yeah. I just think all those people are hypocrites in the Goon Squad. They make fake Twitter accounts of Deaf Noodle saying terrible things and also elsewhere, for one example. I don't think that's a Goon Squad member with the fake Deaf Noodles account. But I think it's someone who watches the Goon Squad. I don't feel for Bo Blacks because he himself has used autism to deflect from his use of the N-word as well. Girl, yes, he did. You are right. I forgot about that. I don't feel for someone who allows abuse of others. They are complicit. Oh shit, I didn't know that about the word spurg. Now I feel bad. And you know what? I didn't either until it was brought to my attention and I was like, oh, okay. Not going to use it. Oh, okay. Because I was wondering what the hell it meant. And then when someone told me what it meant, I was like, no. So, yeah. Don't feel bad. If you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, I agree with Dion too, 100%. All right, so, no, that's some other shit. Okay, this is Dennis. Not Deaf Noodles, but Dennis. This is Dennis saying, are people going to get off my back for cracking jokes, or is this community never going to hold each other accountable for the real shit they're doing? Use Deaf Noodles as a scapegoat all you want. Dream was framed. John Swan confessed. Pathetic. THS, and I didn't know that? Oh, y'all didn't see my... Oh, well, you must not have never seen my, my Twitter thing about that. But yeah, that's what spurg means. The word spurg comes from Asperger's. And it's basically when someone is spurging out, it's them basically when people who have Asperger's, they have moments. Kind of like when Tor said she had her autistic moment and she was recovering. When someone is spurging out, it's almost like that the Asperger's moment. Or situation where basically like acting out or whatever. So when they're saying somebody's spurging out, that's when, for example, some people in the commentary community like to say that I spurged out on Keemstar when Keemstar came up on here. Yeah. So that's what spurg means. That's why I do not take people seriously when they use the word spurg. Period. That's why I don't take people serious about that. A lot of them call us too sensitive, but if I were sensitive one, why do these issues suddenly become an issue now that it's happening to them? Bingo! They get too sensitive when people make jokes on them. Yes, Patrick. Like sensory or emotionally overload? Yes, Skip. Yes. So when they have that overload and to the untrained eye, it looks like somebody's freaking out. They're spurging out. Yes. That's what that means. To rant with great anger or intensity about pointless minutes as someone with Asperger's related fixation is prone to do. Yes. So it's a shitty thing to say that somebody is spurging out. That's ableist talk. I don't care what anybody says. That is ableist talk. My son has Asperger's and I would be pissed if he was, I get it. I get it, Nessa. Oh, that's a derogatory term against autism. I never heard it, but good to know. To rant, yeah, Grim, pretty much, Grim gave the definition, yeah. Yep. That is what that means. When I sent Dennis the dream thread, his jaw floor like almost could hear the sound. I bet. Oh, damn, I hit the... Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Sorry if you heard that. That is what Urban Dictionary shows. Well, thank you, Grim. I appreciate the definition. Thanks, man. I didn't know that's what it meant either. Thankful I never said it. That's awful. Alright, so. What time is it? 7:29. Alright, I'm gonna talk to y'all while I go look for this. Okay, put it here. Alright, so Nicholas Diorio made a manifesto. And I don't know if I can find it. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. I don't even know. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Nicholas Diorio made the John Swan Manifesto. And he sent it to Augie. And I want y'all to hear it. I can tell you now, you're going to hear Augie is very, very pissed off. And I don't blame Augie for being very, very pissed off. What's up, Naomi? All right, let me get my headphones. I wasn't prepared for this part. I had to go to my parents' house to eat. So... What's up, Lisa? All right, so we're going to hear this manifesto from Nicholas Diorio. Nicholas sent it to AugieRFC for him to read for everybody.
Manifesto by Nicholas Diorio. Last night, as many of you know, I released a thread titled John Swan Lied to Dream. And many of you were rightly confused or questioning why my subsequent replies didn't contain any evidence to the claims I was making. I'm sure those same people were equally as confused that John came forward shortly after with a statement of his own admitting it was all true and he had been lying the entire time. I figured it would be a good time now to sort of explain what happened to everyone, because those who are asking have a right to know what the fuck happened. I was approached last night at 11:10 Eastern by Turkey Tom, who presented me a screenshot taken from a group chat where an extremely credible YouTuber was talking about how John had confessed last year to trolling Harley TBS with Lieutenant Cobra, impersonating Dream Cobra, and not expecting...
Again, I don't care what anybody says. I think Harley deserves an apology also. I really do. I think Harley deserves an apology also. Because they were real quick to call this kid a clout chaser when he changed his mind after talking to Dream after he talked to Augie and them. Dream probably showed him the truth. And it made Harley believe them. So I believe Harley deserves an apology also. Because it was him they were trolling. Sorry about it.
Dream to have ever known about it. When approached with this information, I began asking around who else knew, and it became pretty evident that the only reason the evidence made its way to me in the first place was because the person who made the claim didn't plan on releasing the evidence publicly, and I think they just assumed I'd release it. It's not hard to find out who the person is who I'm talking about, but I will be referring to him as redacted moving forward, as he does not personally engage in drama, and I don't wish to drag him any further. Following the call with Tom, I then reached out to John Swan directly to say, you're probably fucked. I'm just giving you a fair warning.
Now, within their friend group, from what everybody is saying, Turkey Tom called out the bullshit. Well, what's his name? Tommy C didn't likely believe the story, but from what I hear, Turkey Tom really called it bullshit. I'm having such a hard time following along since I still don't know these people in spite of live streams. Yeah.
He inquired why. I sent the following message. No, I am going to ask you one more time. Did and Cobra fuck with Harley and make up a story about a 12-year-old? I promise you I will not speak or show this conversation to anyone. I just want to know if you're lying to me. He continued to lie to me. I then reached out to a few creators, including Redacted himself, who gave me a fairly comprehensive retelling of what happened, but did not give me the screenshot I needed to go public. It apparently does exist, and I just couldn't get it. At this point, I was fairly confident, so when John called at 1:34 a.m., I began to question him. The call with John was pretty concerning, for a lot of reasons I'm going to essentially list out here now. The call began with me flat out asking if he could have possibly done it, to which he quickly denied once again. I articulated that John would have had reason to lie to me in private about the situation, and we could have probably gotten in touch with Dream after the initial Reddit comment to make this right from the very beginning. I said it would probably be fucked up if he was lying to me. I then asked him if there was any way that him and Cobra were fucking around with Harley and they came out with a dumb lie on the spot, and John didn't expect Dream to respond to this to ever come up again, right? There is no...
Again, I think Harley deserves an apology too. Flat out, I think Harley deserves an apology too. Just because Dream is a big time YouTuber, which Dream deserves that apology also. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve his apology, but I think Harley deserves apology also.
No way that could be what happened, right? And John got pretty quiet. He started saying, I'm really trying hard here, ... If you know the answer, you know the answer.
Possibility, May. Actually, it could be. It could be.
What a fucking Weasley response. If you know the answer, you know the answer. What does that mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, if you know, you know.
Augie's so pissed. Oh God,
Even when
Augie
he's
is so
backed into a
pissed.
corner. Even when he knows that everyone is onto his shit, he just can't admit it.
He's not wrong. John Swan is too prideful. He's too prideful. I think he reveled in the fact that he was looked at as Augie said, oh, come on, there's no way that John Swan said the N-word. There's no way. He's a kid that plays the violin. There's no way he was that character because he's a kid who plays the violin. He said the N-word. He did it. He did it. And by doing that, he shows himself no better than y'all. So stop and think this. What's so wrong with y'all that he will fight not to look like y'all, but he'll hang out with y'all? Because once he did that, he looked no different than y'all did. Than y'all do. He looks no different. No different at all. Again, like I said last Thursday, the jokes that Deaf Noodles makes about y'all, all Deaf Noodles is doing is mirroring what his fans and people outside of the commentary community and commentary community fans think of the commentary community. All Deaf Noodles is, now I'm not saying the joke was funny. Okay? I'm not saying it's funny. I'm not even saying he should have said it. But all Deaf Noodles is doing is mirroring how people look at y'all. He just blew it up and said, all right. The joke is, honestly, they look at y'all as racist, misogynist, and red-pilled. That's how they look at y'all. Sorry. And now, John Swan is no better. And that's exactly how people are looking at it.
Nick, it's much deeper and more complicated than that. Who knows? Without just admitting it initially. So, if I...
THS, pride cometh before the fall. Absolutely. Violin players are incapable of saying the N-word? What? Skip. Optimus said that too. They really doubled down on the John Swan being an angel. Yes. Dang. Hella disappointed. I used to like his content too. I mean, and John Swan isn't like that last video on Chris Hansen. That shit was a mic drop. That was the top 3 videos so far for me. For me personally, I'm not saying for everybody, but for me personally, that's still one of the top 3 videos that have been dropped in 2021 as far as editing goes. Awesome ass video. We are so thanking it, but someone with a big platform said it out loud. Exactly, May. Exactly. And that's on what I said about Deaf Noodles. May said it. We are so thanking it, but someone with a big platform said it out loud. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of people on a small platform that's scared to say it. They're scared to say it. Because what is the commentary community known for? If people go after y'all, they're going to get swarmed by fans. They're going to get swarmed by fans. But I think y'all learned last time, maybe not do that. Because that side of Twitter is totally different than y'all's side of Twitter. Just saying.
If I were to have John here in call, I would ask him, like, what does that mean? It's much deeper than that, more complicated. It sounds like politicians speak.
Yeah, Grim. The Anonymous Gene vid, yeah. Pika, to be honest, I did like his recent content. His ending is awesome, but I hate how dramatic it was for no reason. Just put the... Yeah, but I kind of liked the ending. I thought it was, I did like the dramatics with it, honestly. I really did like the dramatics with it. Dogpiling, yep, Skip. Grim Hades, I know how the fans are. Yes, you do, Grim.
I started pleading with him that he had no reason to lie to me and that I already know everything. He just kept saying, if you know, then you know, and that's all I'm going to say. He implied that people may not be out to get him, but there were people who really despise him. If there were people who despise him, I wonder what they're thinking now. About 10 minutes into the call, he admitted he actually had a call with Redacted, and he said crazy things like, who's going to believe a blurry screenshot with someone saying that they have another screenshot about what Tom showed me? And when I told Redacted still had the original story, he initially said it wasn't me who sent that and implied we wouldn't be able to prove it. Finally, I asked him if he was comfortable saying it didn't happen because Redacted isn't going to release the evidence proving it happened, and John replied yes.
I mean, John Swan had a plan about this lie. Sue, yes. Although I got it on a tiny scale, so I'm afraid to comment on my video as I went against the crowd. Ari something else. Yeah, but you understand the sentiment, Sue, and that, yeah, definitely. Dang, the dramatics make it more entertaining for me too. Yeah, I do. I live for the dramatics. Hence the music that I picked at the beginning of this live. Oh, earbuds, thank you. I appreciate it.
For the call, I consulted with some friends on the best way to approach this, and I settled on a Twitter thread because integrity is important to me. I didn't wish to leave misleading content about Dream on my channel for people to find, and the right thing to do is to hold our friends accountable the way we would anyone else. Essentially, I had a moral obligation to make the situation right, so around an hour or so after I released the thread, following the thread's release, John called me. This time, he sounded completely different. The goal of this call was to 100% to get me to delete the tweet, and portions of the call felt really manipulative at the time. But I'm not going to expand upon this in fear that this...
Can you imagine that phone call? Can you imagine that phone call he got? John Swan called him and was practically begging him to delete that tweet. John Swan literally called him and begged him to delete that tweet. Just got caught up. So multiple of these people knew that John was lying. They all perpetuated it because he's one of them, and they're all just got called out. Sort of. The ones that were defending him just found out that he lied. Hence the reason why they're mad. So it was a multiple of people, but it was a multiple people that wasn't his core friend group. Like as in the ones you see online and stuff like that. Jim, people outside their friends knew. There you go, Grim. Thank you. Because I'm very good at blocking. Yes, we know that, Cindy. All right.
Wasn't a victim card and something more serious. He also apologized privately for the second call pretty shortly after. I then spoke to Dream, and he told me apparently he had spoken to Redacted a week ago following the stream, I think, and he had already known what I was telling him and just respected Redacted's privacy. That's what I said earlier in the stream. Dream knew, folks. Dream knew.
And because Dream knew, and I believe while Dream was live or after his live, Augie was live, they had Harley on there. After Harley talked to Augie and them, okay, he was kind of leaning on John's side. But then he talked to Dream. He talked to Dream after Dream had that live. When Dream had that live, he knew he already had the evidence. So who's to say that he didn't tell Harley the evidence, which made Harley flip to Dream's side because he saw the fucking evidence? So where is Harley's apology for calling him a flip-flopper? Where is this kid's apology? He changed his mind because he saw the truth. He saw the fucking truth. Where's this kid's apology, yo? We're just gonna apologize to the 18 million sub channel because that's clout and Harley is Harley. So we're just gonna apologize to the dude that has 18 million subs. We're just gonna apologize to him, but we're not gonna apologize to the person that, first of all, one, got trolled, and two, was lying about who trolled him, and three, was called a clout chaser because he changed his mind. Where's his apology? Where is this kid's apology? Period. Period, point blank, period. Where's his apology?
That's why it must have been a hair-pulling experience when Dream was sitting there being like, just fucking admit it. Because he couldn't say that he knew, because that would fuck the third party over.
Yep.
But it's like, you know someone's doing something. You have them backed up against a corner. You're like, just say it, and they won't. You're like, dude, I will literally make this situation as easy and as painless as possible. Just say it. Why? He told me that when he offered John to just admit it, they can work it out and make sure everyone gets out of this okay. Dream had already known John did this, as a matter of fact, at the time of his DMs. This was less manipulative as we initially believed, and actually a pretty charitable chance for John to have gotten himself out of this situation. That was a really cool thing of Dream to do. I apologized to Dream publicly and in the call for getting wrapped up in this story and getting it wrong. He accepted.
Good. Lastly,
there are many people shouting bias or saying that John's story was obviously false in the veil of hindsight. These people are fucking stupid. The reason people believe John's story is because it was a totally plausible lie that made sense at the time. I, for one, made an entire 20-minute video explaining my perceived retelling that had a 90% like ratio. Bo Blacks did a poll that was a landslide for John. It's easy to say something was clearly bullshit after it was proven to be false, but to act like it wasn't a viable take at the time is pretty disingenuous. You can say, well, of course your audience liked your video, dude. LOL. Go take a look at our D'Angelo Wallace ratios, LMFAO. The situation was never black and white. Dream fumbled a few talking points and gave John a lot of room to weasel, and that's what he did. Did John lie? Absolutely. Was John's lie massive for a stupid, petty drama? Insurmountably. Do you hate John? No. Do you think he'll ever be friends again? Why do you care? Do I think John is a bad person? Who fucking knows? You showed no proof. 4 pages. How could we believe you? John is welcome to call me a liar. He won't. I wouldn't advise that either. This has been Nick. I'm not fucking proofreading this. Welcome to the cum zone. Okay. Also, Cobra.
And there you go. There you go. All right. I've been presented with 2 tweets. I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to read them out. Bo Black says, I did not expect such a big reaction to this tweet. Thanks for being supportive, but I have mixed feelings because I don't want to ruin John's rep further. He was a good friend 24 hours ago. I don't know. Even though I'm just saying what happened, it feels backstabby. I don't know how to feel right now. Like, I don't want to be victimized or singled out for having autism. He lied to everyone, not just me. We all got screwed over. And then Tipster tweeted out, to everyone asking if I am okay, no, I'm not. I'm fucking furious. John Swan, someone I legitimately considered a friend, lied to our fucking faces and let our credibility take a hit on our defense of him. We did what we thought was right when he knew it was wrong. Fuck him! Exclamation point. And there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have lived through Swanageddon. Just saying. And why is my shit spinning around so much? Stop spinning. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. Jen is, wait, He goes off saying the N-word, and it wasn't that big a deal. It was big enough for him to keep the lie going for over a year. That seems pretty big to me. Yeah, it does. To you, though. It seems big to you. It doesn't seem big over there. Not over there in them woods. In these parts of the woods, yes. In that part of the woods, no. It's not a big deal. That's BS. Believing someone used his account only possible if you're completely biased towards him. Yeah. THS. I went at Harley too, and I haven't apologized about it because I wouldn't mean it. Better to look bad for having a hot take than to be a weasel and give an empty apology to save my image. I mean, I get it, but the kid literally deserves an apology. They called him a flip-flopper because and all the kid said was, because he was on Crow's Judgment, and he literally said that all I did was I was presented more stuff by Dream, and it made me think, oh shit, it might be John Swan. And then all of a sudden he's a flip-flopper. Dream showed him the proof that he already knew that it was John Swan. So in other words, the kid wasn't a flip-flopper. The kid was shown the fucking proof. The kid was shown the proof. So how is that flip-floppy? Okay, so Skip goes out and commits a crime. Skip tells me she didn't commit said crime. I love Skip. Skip is my friend. I'm going to believe her. But then when I'm shown proof of that videotape of Skip committing said crime, guess what? I'm going to believe Skip committed said crime. But I initially believed Skip because that's my friend. I don't believe she would do that. That's my friend. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Now, if I went out there in the world and defended Skip that she didn't do it, but then this videotape comes out showing that she did, I better get a goddamn apology from Skip for going out and running defense for her. I'm just saying. I better get a goddamn apology. And probably some money, too. And a car. And one of her cats. And, you know, whatever. But I'm getting mine for defending her. Why it got to be Skip? Maymay's like, thank goodness it's usually Maymay doing the crime. Next week, Skipageddon. Swanageddon was exhausting. They should do this all during the snowstorm when I had no power. I know that's right. He's done the flip-flop thing on other things too, which I didn't have the same outcome as this one. You know what? And I get it. Okay, he did flip-flops before, but in this... I understand the kid might be a little sketchy. I get it. I get he's a little sketchy. And he may have flip-flopped in the past too. But for this, he deserves a fucking apology. For this, he deserves a fucking apology. John Swan and Lieutenant Cobra trolled his ass, made him think it was Dream, lied about it, and kept pushing that lie, and 13 pages later, come to find out he was fucking lying the whole time. Harley deserves an apology for this. I'm not saying to give him an apology for the other shit that he's done. I don't give a fuck about the other shit. This right here, it's blown up. It's public. This shit right here, he deserves an apology. King Quinn, I just think this whole situation is fucking stupid. I 100% agree with you. It absolutely is. She will have her on video eating warm mayo and cauliflower, and Skip will be canceled. Yup. I got that VHS tape of Skip. Best believe. I got that VHS tape of Skip. Patty. Oh, how you doing, Patty? So glad I found this channel. Well, thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. Man, I'm still confused. So it's not about Swan covering his rear, but more about they were played. They need to get over themselves. They blamed the child. I mean, really. Oh, they blamed not only a child, Jen. They blamed an autistic child. Just to put a little spice on it, they threw in autistic. Just saying. Okay, and that's fine. If you wouldn't mean it, yeah, I wouldn't want you. I don't expect you to apologize for it. And honestly, the apology, I mean, you're not the main people. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that went up on in front of a damn camera and called him a flip-flopper. Those are the people who need to apologize to him. Allegedly answered, not the VHS tape. Mr. 10, I think lying in the moment is one thing, but making it into a 13 pages and not coming clean shows the true character. Bingo. Bingo. There you have it. But he's a violin player. Come on, he's a good kid. He's a violin player. He would never say the N-word. John Swan is no better than the rest of them. He's no better than the rest of them. Truth in comedy. A child that does not exist, how demented do you have to be to make stuff up like that? Amen, Angelo. This is probably the most brain dead drama I have ever seen. I only have one brain cell left. Right, Pika? Right? Xylee aging Skip too? Shade. Wait, how did I age? Oh, okay, I know how I did it. Yeah, Skip, hashtag Blockbuster, baby. Listen, Blockbuster was the shit back in the day. Don't get me started talking about Blockbuster. It was the shit. On a Friday night, going to Blockbuster, and then they would have the good candy and the good popcorn and shit. I used to love me some Blockbuster. Don't even get me started. Okay, I might have missed this, but this Swan guy impersonated Dream guy and said N-word while he was impersonating. Sorry if you explained it. Yes, Nessa. Yes, and it was all in Discord. And a 12-year-old autistic child, the lie was, got into his Discord because he went to a family friend's house and he was showing them the Discord or something like that, and he didn't log out on their device. So the kid, supposedly the 12-year-old autistic child, got into it and changed his name to Dream and had the Dream picture, and they started talking to people, said something sexual. I don't know if it was the Minecraft sex mod or something, and the N-word. Yes. My wife is playing violin. I hope she doesn't watch this stream and use the excuse in the future. Pika, that's the thing that kills me. Nobody would have cared if he had just said he was trolling in the first place. But writing up a whole college level essay about a fictional autistic child, TF, right? That's the thing. Especially in that community over there, they wouldn't have gave a shit. They wouldn't have cared. They might have trolled him a little bit about it. You know, he would have got trolled about it a little bit. But all in all, they wouldn't have cared if he'd just confessed to it. But John Swan is so used as being the good one in that community. He's so used to the facade of being the good one, he didn't want to break that. And that's why he did that. So Swan got bored one night and created this crap show. Yes. It's like 12-year-olds, my dog ate the homework. Exactly. And that's why Nicholas Diorio said the dog ate my Discord. That's why Nicholas Diorio said that in that tweet. With the dog ate my Discord bullshit or whatever he said. Yeah. Video rental stores sounds bizarre, but thank you. Madam Scuttlebutt. No, ma'am. You can't play that off. No, ma'am. Stop trying to act like you young girl. I know that's right. Madam Scuttlebutt, you need to stop. You were probably there every Friday night. That way you'll have that stuff in by Monday. Especially the way you love movies. So, any more comment? Oh, wait. Why am I even wearing these? I don't even need to wear them right now. Any comments, questions, or anything about Swanageddon 2021? Does anybody have anything else to say about it? Ness is like, you right, here with the rest of us old Betties. Lord, why does it always gotta be the N-word they use to troll? Because they know they're not supposed to use that word. But they like to come up with the excuse that it's context in which you use that word. No, there is no context. If it's not your word to take back and give it power, there is no context. Thank you, Advent. I appreciate that. Sue says they're all idiots. That is my comment. THS is like, nah, I got nothing. Let me tell you something. THS was pissed about this on Twitter. Homegirl was going off. May, Augie wants that toxic mess in his community. He is the worst. That's what I'm saying. You love the toxic shit. And now you're turning around and complaining about the toxic shit that you project out there? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You can't go backwards and say you don't like it when you do it. I used to decide what she's talking about horror movies. I used to decide what horror movies I would watch based on how the gory cover looked. I learned that was not a wise strategy. I'm sure you did. What did Jamal say? I'm going to need better Geddons moving forward. Yeah, I agree. I need some better Geddons. Hashtag better Geddons, please. This squad group, shake my head. I'm not going to be able to take anything, I guess they say, seriously. I'm too old for this crap. Amen. I still can't believe anyone would defend this excuse for real. Make them look like idiots for either believing it or blindly defending it. Okay. Now, I don't blame them believing John Swan. John Swan was their friend. You want to believe your friend. I get it. I do get it. But here is my thing. Before you go out there and run defense, make sure you know for a fact your friend is right. Now, people lie. People make mistakes. They made a mistake of believing John. I'm going to be honest. I am not holding it against them for believing John. I do not hold it against them for believing John Swan. But what they need to learn from this, is they need to stop running defense so hard and so fast for someone. That's what they need to learn on this. They've been running defense too fast and too hard for them. They need to stop. These are grown-ass people. They can defend themselves. And if you do defend them, step back, look at the whole thing, try to look at it from a third person's point of view and go, is this plausible? Does this 100% make sense? Before you jump in there running defense. Oh God, y'all been typing a lot. All right, Pumpkin. I do like John Swan's doc on Hanson. Very disappointed this kid made a fool of himself for nothing. He is very intelligent and well-spoken. These kids are crazy. Pumpkin, I agree. Mr. Tim, I still can't believe anyone would defend this excuse for real. Makes them look like idiots for either believing it or blindly defending it. Yes. He loves being toxic. Now he complains about toxicity. I don't know how he got admitted in college. I know that normally they test people's critical thinking and often make you write self-respect. I'm going to be honest. I think Augie is actually very intelligent. I don't think Augie's stupid. Augie's not stupid. Augie also knows how to play his audience. Also, Augie also understands his audience. He's not dumb. He understands his audience. He understands what gets his audience going. He's not dumb by far. He's not. When I get my new commissioned art, I'm planning to... Okay, hold on. Only... Madam Scuttlebutt. Hashtag the only finest of geddons, please. That's right. To preteens and teenagers, this is right up their alley. This is high school drama, LOL. I needed this laugh tonight. I totally agree. They do jump the gun too much. I understand wanting to defend your friends, but you have to look at situations objectively. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Madam, I'll send you the link to her channel. When I get off here, I'll link it in the Discord. So why do you think he's calling his own community toxic when he's the one of the main contributors of that toxicity? I don't know. That part I don't know. I do not know, Cindy. I do not know how to you know what, Grim? Yeah, damage control. That might be it. That might be it. Because you notice it was after all the petty page shit that he got rid of his Twitter. Well, he deactivated it. So he wouldn't get kicked off. So that might be it. Nancy's like, Augie knows how to score his money. Yeah. Pumpkin, I stopped watching Augie because he uses the phrase, that's AIDS. That bothered me because that is not a term to be used. Very trashy. You're not wrong, Pumpkin. Skip was because he got egg on his face. Yeah? He did. He did get, and that's why he's pissed. I understand. I'd be pissed too. I would. They feel dumb and now are salty. Yep. Maria, like you said, Augie knows how to play to his audience. Maybe that's it. Maybe. I'm kind of actually siding with Skip and Grim on this one. Damage control him because he's got egg on his face. Courtney says, I cannot stand Augie. He's an absolute cancer. Some people would definitely say that about him. His audience is going to be like, meh, if he just covers mainstream topics like he is saying. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but he has some loyal followers. I think Augie will be all right. I think Augie and Tipster and Diorio, I think they're going to be all right. Because most people are looking at it like you were just defending a friend. We get it. But if this happens again with another one of them... Oh, speaking of another one, where the hell's Edwin? Have we heard anything from Edwin? Is Edwin doing okay? Edwin has ghosted. Has he put up new stuff, or where's Edwin? I mean, I feel like being that we got Slanders Kennedy back, he came back. Where the hell's Edwin? Speaking of which, his audience is going... Okay, May, he did a stream and said he was going to distance from the commentary scene because of the toxicity. That's why. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Damage Control. Who knows what John heard about Augie behind the scenes. There could be a fallout of them. Oh, I didn't even think about that one. That is super embarrassing, especially if that Swan guy tries to come off unproblematic. Yes. Maria, Edwin is MIA. He is! Grim. Grim's like, Edwin's crying still. Stop. Edwin popped up at the end of Augie's stream, and he seems to be okay. All right, I was about to say, because we haven't heard shit from Edwin. I was like, where the hell has Edwin been at? He isn't old enough to remember what it's like in the early 80s. That is incredibly irresponsible of him. Yes, I called him Slanders Kennedy. I'm not forgetting what Sanders Kennedy did. He almost made a martyr out of Shane Dawson. Of all people, he almost made a martyr out of Shane Dawson because he wanted an exclusive story. And he was getting real aggressive on his videos going, I see my statistics. You need to hit that like button to get exclusive stories. And he would pump out videos and he was starting to get big-headed about how many subscribers he was getting. I will never forget what Slanders Kennedy did. Period, point blank, and a period. 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 Okay, I'm going to go finish up script work. Great stream, Ma. See ya, Notebook Crew. See ya. Yeah, I'm about to be out, too, because I got to do some laundry. I got to work tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm glad Sanders is back. I hope he releases the rest of his Jeffrey voice memos. It's Sanders Kennedy. Yeah, he was acting up. I seriously want to know who went in search of Sanders to convince him to come back. I don't know. I think he just came back like on his own. That rambling ass video he put out, it sounded like he just was mentally better. Like his mental health was better and he just came back. So. Those voice notes. Well, we'll see about that. I mean, after what he did last time, I don't know if I can believe it. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good night. And congratulations. You survived. Swanageddon.